And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Had a good day today. Yeah, so I'll tell you what. Today was just absolutely fantastic. We talked about a crypto in the morning, and about 3 hours, 4 hours later, maybe 5, I don't know, something like 3 or 4 hours later, 5 hours later. Hey, when that shit started hitting 115%, I texted y'all and said, I think I'm going to take a profit. And then it hits like 130%. And then I'm like, I think this is like my final one. And then I went on to Caleb Brown right after that. I texted first, then went to Caleb Brown and said, if you guys haven't got in by now and gotten a profit or you're holding, whatever, I don't fucking care. I'm not waiting till it hits 2, 3, 4, 500%. Fuck it. So it's a solid project. I mean, even if you were to buy it right now, let me take a look. Coin market cap. Root. We're going to look at Root. By Jave. I mean, son of a bitch, it's still at 88%. So, you know, what are these dumbasses? You know, these fucking dumbasses like, oh, you're making money off all your followers. And I said, look, take the dick out of your ass before you say dumb shit like that on my program. I'm like, wow. Look, we talked about what Root was, who it's connected with, what it's for, and all these things. And it's hooked up with XRP. It's based for the futureverse, like the metaverse, AI, and AR, and all this shit put together. It's Ripple's working with them to be the interoperable. Ripple is like the coin, right? The crypto, but then it has so much other use cases, and it's going to be the same way that Ripple makes money interoperable between all the banks. Ripple's going to help the futureverse be that platform for the futureverse. So it's an awesome project. If you just want to buy it now and hold it, I mean, you probably should wait, but I mean, really, how much is it? 0.007. It's not even a fucking penny, right? So, I mean, if you bought in right now, I mean, you could probably get like 100,000 of them for like $10 or something. I mean, even if you wanted to buy in now, it's not bad because it's 0.007 cents. So congratulations if you bought in late, because this shit's not even a penny. I don't even think it's half a penny. It might be a quarter of a penny. So you're a fucking legend, okay? So if you're somebody who says, well, all I got's $100, then you could probably, okay, let me go to Caleb Brown. I'm going to show you right now. Let me log in. And sign in. Let me get my Google Authenticator. Hold on a second here, kids. Okay. Okay. So let's say I wanted to get Root. And let's say I wanted to, let's say you got $500. Well, now it's not doing it. Like I put 500 and then it's Caleb Brown is things not showing me how much Root I'd get. Okay, let me switch it up. Let me try. Okay, if you were to put in $500 right now, you could buy 68,000 root. All right, so you could meet the minimum at Caleb and Brown with $500 and walk away with almost 70,000 of these cryptos right meow. So, oh wait, dang, what do we got here? Williski, what's he up to? What up, Hulk? Bought when you said and sold when you got out. Oh, smart move. Here is your commission. Oh my God. Ended up making 4 digits. Nice. Started a new business, but I'm always listening. Thanks, buddy. Whoa, how cool is that? See, that's tax-free money right there. That's all good. So, look, right on. Thanks for that. That's totally awesome. Like, I like keeping an open show because there's some poor folks out there. Look, I can't block out poor people from learning shit because that's a promise that I made to the universe. So the universe like freely gives me information, so I'll freely give it back. I'd ask this: if all you can afford is a $5 a month membership, or you know what I'm saying, or if all you can afford is a 10, then you guys can get one of those. And what it is you're not paying. Look, that $10 ain't paying. Some people here are making 1,000, 5,000, 8,000, 10,000 bucks today. Some of you guys, some of the whales probably got in. They made 20, 40, 50, 100,000 bucks today. Okay. You're not paying that $10 a month for this. It's like that $10 is supporting the channel and it keeps me going. Okay. So I can keep an open channel, honoring the universe and stuff. Now, I'm not supposed to charge. So I try to make a deal with the universe. Hey, I'll give information away for free. And if people want to pay, that would be greatly appreciated because I'm doing my best. The world's already fucked up enough with greedy people. So I'm putting my hopes on you all. The $10 is not for information. I'll try to have some more private shows, but something like this is like, look, this came right to me out of the blue, out of nowhere, okay? And just like the other day when the White Rock thing popped off and you guys made a fuck ton of money off that, would it go up 80%? Like sometimes these things just come inside and I got to look at something and then, oh shit, I know I'm shown information. I didn't have to look up I don't even know how I found the future verse shit. It just popped up, honestly. So that's one of the signals. Like if I'm looking for some shit, right? But this just popped up out of nowhere. I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? I'm telling you, stuff like that happens. So I don't take credit for that. I talk to the universe. Well, the universe I don't want to talk to it. It just shows me stuff. All right. So that's just the point I'm trying to make. And I felt compelled. I had to just show people this. And it's still up 85% or some shit. So it's not a pump and dump at all. It's a legitimate fucking project. Ripple's involved with it. It's going to be the future of the future verse, the metaverse and all that. It's a legit, you can buy it right now. $500 gets you 70,000 of these fuckers. So it's a pump and dump is with a useless crypto, right? A useless crypto. This is not a useless crypto. Dumbass who said that. This dumb motherfucker types that shit in there. Oh, it's a pump and dump and you made all your money on these people. Really? Well, why are we still at 85% up, asshole? And the project is a Ripple-backed project. It's not a fucking pump. The only thing that was a pump and dump was when you were born. Whoever left that fucking comment, your dad pumped and your mom should have fucking dumped, okay? But no, your stupid retarded ass was born. That's the fucking, that should have been the dump right there. Alrighty then, now that we've cleared that up, what do we got here? So we got Williski, okay. The Tone Lokes, member for 4 months, 2024 crypto explosion. Thanks for that level membership. I appreciate that. You're the legend. No, I'm not a legend. I'm just some guy that I am shown stuff and I show you. That's it. and I don't get greedy, because then I won't have the ability to see stuff to make everybody some money. Look, if you get greedy, I don't know, man. If the universe is showing me stuff, I'm cool. I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize that, right? My job is to help other people. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. And everybody's all backstabbing and shit these days. So I figured, let me help out the poorest of the poor. So if all you got is $50, then hopefully you just made 100. All right. Learned more in these 4 months. So the Tone Lokes is like, I've learned more in these 4 months, I guess, watching my program than 4 years been in crypto. Whoa. I know I work hard to show you guys all this stuff. Now, as we get closer, you see all these opportunities. Last week, we had 2 opportunities. One, you should have been up 37%, and some other one, 53%. That was last week. You had 2 options. And then these options come up. Okay, these options come up. I'm not advocating pumping and dumping nothing. Hey, you do whatever the fuck you want, okay? I'll tell you what I do because I have to. I told you each step of the way what I was doing. Nobody's hiding anything. And then right before I said I'm going to liquidate, I sent it off. Then I go over to Caleb Brown website, and then I click send off, liquidate out, okay? So everything was on the up and up. It's still up 85%. And it's probably going to stay up for a while because it's a good, solid project with Ripple and XRP. It's the fucking future. So a pump and a dump, these people don't even know what they're talking about, okay? A project like this, you're up 85, 88%. You know what? In the real world, 15% is great. On average, at an investment firm, you just made 4 to 5 years of profits in like 6 hours today. You realize that? Go ask a financial advisor. Say, hey, over an average returns, if you're making 15%, is that good? And they're like, yeah, that's actually pretty good returns. A year, 15% a year. I just showed you 5 years of investment. You made 5 years of investment watching my show in about 4 to 5 hours afterwards. That's pretty fucking good, okay? Doesn't sound like a pump and dump to me. It sounds like some dumb shit loser that didn't get in on it. It was all butthurt because his boyfriend was fucking some other guy. Stephen Morris, thank you very much. Did the Futureverse thing have its own crypto? That is its Root. Root is it. There was a couple other ones in there I couldn't find. J-Rod, thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Hulk, I took profits off White Rock and Root. Now I'm up $2,200. Woo-wee. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I try to do. It's exciting when I see you come up. You different people out there, you know. This is fun. You know, it's watching that crypto go up like crazy today. I was like, oh, shit. You know what? I need to make some money. I'm like, fuck, dude. Well, I didn't get in on the White Rock, so I said, I'll be damned if I don't. I wasn't going to do nothing, but I just saw that shit keep going up. And I said, fuck it. I'm going to make it. I'm not going to let these people just make money. I need to make some money off this shit. All right, J-Rod. Okay, got that done. Thanks, bro. You're a lifesaver. Here's your commission. It says, I'm buying myself a new Milwaukee M18. Fuel tool set for work. There you go. Robert Driscoll, let's get to the root of the matter. Oh my God. Right on. Don Foley, thank you very much. Donnie, hey, Donnie boy. Thanks for that. Stu Lavelle is here. 46, Jade Dibala. Thank you very much. Hog, please get some crack for Zoltar. Oh, shit. Oh, wait a second. What?
Come on over and let Zoltar be sharing with you, John.
Hold on.
You may have heard this, but Zoltar is here to tell you you can believe it. Age is simply a matter of mind. If you don't mind, then, my friend, it doesn't matter. So go on. Be carefree like a little baby. But first, give Zoltar a little money, and I will give you a fortune.
Zoltar was telling me which crypto today. What?
My name is Zoltar the Gypsy, and I have some words of wisdom to bring you much happiness. As you travel through this life, remember this. If you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right. Go ahead and let Zoltar tell you more.
So I asked him earlier, I pulled off one of the tickets and it read off, invest in Root right now. So that's what happened. That's the truth. My financial advice was from Zoltar. Okay, now let's, my name is Crypto Hawk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about investing. I asked Zoltar for what should we invest in today, and today was Root, and we're still up. Last time I checked, 87%, pretty good on a solid project like Root. Definitely a hodler project. Oh yeah, so YT decides to screw with the channel. So as usual, everybody please leave a top chat comment. That helps the algo, and I can't say rhythm. Leave a comment in the after show. Save this video as your favorite. Share this video with everybody you can, even if you have to share it to yourself, because we want to rewatch the video later. So we're not trying to manipulate anything at all. And lastly, make a playlist with 8 of my videos and play them. Now, I want you to sit on the couch for 8 hours straight and watch all my videos. If the phone rings, then use this to push the mute button. Don't just run the YT show and use your cursor and hit the volume off, because they know you're not watching it. That's being naughty. And you're manipulating the algorithm. I get notified when you do shit like that. So don't do it. Just let it play. Now, if the phone rings, like I said, and you don't want to listen to it, then you hit on your keyboard the mute button. Got it? That's only for a phone call. All right. Now let's get in to the article. Oh, man. Now, I'm telling you, we got some big movers coming in here. We've got Fizerve, Ripple partner from day one. I believe Hedera Hashgraph. I want you to see what's going on right here. Stephen Morris. Let's see what good old Stephen Morris has to say. Stephen, what the fuck do you got to tell us today there, Stephen boy? FK Rhino, Lindsey Graham fund, right meow. I heard something going on with Lindsey Graham. What the fuck happened? He did something big, or I heard something. Him and that older Kennedy guy exchanged words or something. Let's see if anybody knows what happened. Somebody said Caleb and Brown was so busy today filling the root orders, it took them 2 hours to fill my order. It was crazy. Well, hey, you know, they signed all you guys up and they want business, they're going to get business, all right? Sometimes shit pops up and we got to act quick, and they're going to get flooded with calls to buy shit. I can't help it, you know. I referred you guys to buy it from there. So it's like a necessary evil, you know. They want business, you're going to get business. Lindsey Swanning in the Ukraine. He's starting shit with Ukraine and Russia. You know what? I felt that. I'll tell you what. I think the Democrats are the ones that help the Ukrainians get all these freaking drones and shit to do bad shit to Russia so they can create some. That's what they want. They want to completely try to fuck this country over. I cannot imagine a world where Donald Trump would want to take out all these Russian planes and shit. That's like Democrat shit. I can't imagine. If it was Republicans that really wanted this, I'll be shocked. Who wants all this fucking stuff to go down? The Democrats, not Republicans. But I don't study this shit enough to know. Zebek is dumping.
I am Zoltar, the Great Gypsy, and I can see your fortune. Come see it too, no?
They said that Donald Trump's advisors aren't telling him everything as it happens. Okay. Yeah, Michelle says Lindsay can eat a big bag of eggplants. Yeah, I'm sure that's what she meant to say. But some people are polite, unlike myself. He went there to eat a bag of dicks. Him and that President Lewinsky or Zawalski or Lewinsky or whatever the fuck. That's Monica Lewinsky. She was sucking Bill Clinton's dick. But the Ukrainian president, Lindsey Graham, went over there to probably have him suck on his dick a little bit. All right. Now that we're being vulgar and crude, can we get on with this show? Why, sure. Why not? Eric Goldsmith, thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to get to work here. Stonex. There's a company called Stonex. One word with a big old X. And Fizerve, Ripple partner from almost day one. They partnered together to enhance cross-border payments. Stonex has announced a strategic partnership with Fizerve. I've been showing all of you. You know what's so funny? Oh, I gotta love it. All these fucking dumbasses, they're like, Crypto Hulk, why are you showing news from 10 and 12 years ago? I'm like, wow, shut up. Don't make me answer that because it's going to make you look like a dumb fucking retarded bitch. Fizerve, I've been showing you Fizerve goes all the way back to 2013-14, Ripple partner from day one. Now, Fizerve is rolling hard with Ripple, and so is Stonex, a financial services company from 1924. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. See the legacy? Look, I'm reading a story off for you so you see what's going on. What we're seeing, no, the price ain't going up this second. Unless you watched my show earlier, the price is still up 85%. What we got going on is these old 100-year-old financial institutions are now all joining the Ripple Club. This is a big deal because that's the old way of doing shit. They know if they don't upgrade themselves, Stonex, they need to join Fizerve to upgrade them. Okay? So Stonex does not have to join Ripple. Fizerve was specifically trained to do all this by Ripple. It saves Ripple time. Look, I don't even think Ripple's going to be around 5-10 years from now, okay? I think the government's going to snatch it up, tear it all apart, use shit, and then say adios, motherfucker, okay? Brad Garlinghouse walks off. He does a total face transplant, finger transplant, the whole shot, and turns into a ghost and disappears, all right? You've got a 100-year-old company, everybody, who's hooking up with Fizerve. That's a big fucking deal. That's a sign that the old legacy world, the old money, the old ways of doing shit, they're changing. They're hooking up with Ripple. They're not doing Ethereum shit. This is so fucking, it's going to be so hard. Michael Saylor's going to have to call the suicide hotline, okay? Somebody give him the number to put it in his wallet. All these Bitcoin, Ethereum people, oh God. The partnership provides financial institutions with what? Global reach. This world is turning into a cryptocurrency blockchain-based system. Stonex, somebody called them up and said, you need to change right now because the green light's about ready to get flipped. And if you don't, somebody's telling Stonex that shit right there. They call up Fizerve. Hey, you got that Ripple shit? Yeah, man, I need it really bad. I'm having a fix. They hook them up. This is what's going on right now. You're seeing it. Finally in America, finally. I've not seen this shit in 5 years. Everybody?
What are you waiting for? Come on over. For a small fee, Zoltar will give you a wealth of wisdom.
A wealth of wisdom. Oh. Well, thanks for the advice earlier there, buddy, but I got to work. So this is what we're seeing. Oh, man, wait a second. The collaboration involves Stonex with Fizerve. So we already know. Let me show you the evidence. Hold on there. If you do a Google AI, I'm going to kind of move on with this. If you do a Google AI search and you write, who is StoneX? StoneX is StoneX Group Incorporated, an American financial services company. It's a Fortune 100 company. They're in 180 countries. They have 70 offices around 6 continents. The company's origins can get traced back to 1924. Now, what's interesting is I typed in what to Google AI, what fintech companies is Stonex working with? Fizerve, and then we go down to NatWest. Okay. Let's look right here. I've been showing you this almost 3 years ago. No other channel's shown this up until recently, about a month ago. So basically, Crypto Hulk had you almost 3 years in advance than any other channel. This video right here that I made, go to the 19-second mark. 19-second mark. What are we looking at? At the top left corner of the page shows Ripple Labs. Underneath that, it says meet the team. Fizerve right there. Next, if you type in, is NatWest a Ripple partner? So if you go to Google and type Google AI and type in, is NatWest a Google partner? Yes, NatWest, along with several other is a partner with Ripple. Specifically, NatWest is brought. So then we look at, talks about Finastra as well. Finastra is also a Ripple partner. Now, if we click on this article here, and we're going to take it back to 2016, I want to show you how far back this goes. The reason I show old news like this is because I want to show you this shit was planned out fucking 10 years ago, okay? That's why I showed news that's 8, 9, 10 years old, is because I'm showing you right here, all this shit is planned. So here we go. Ripple page. It's still on the Ripple page. They're not hiding it yet. The date's October 2016. Title, Ripple and R3 Corda, which is XDC crypto, team up with 12 banks. If you scroll down to the 1, 2, 3, 4th paragraph, you see Royal Bank of Canada. Now, why is that important? Because if you type in the Google AI, does NatWest own? And we're back. Looks like YT decided to shut the program off. It was getting too real. I was showing all the connections. So here's what I was showing before this fucking losing ass platform cut me off. Is that you have Stonex utilizing Ripple partners, Fizerve and Royal Bank of Canada, who are Ripple partners. And that is what's happening, is these legacy banks are realizing right now it's time to get Look, and pretty soon, the Royal Bank of Canada, NatWest, and all these people will be ISO 20022 certified. You'll see all of them will be hooked up if they are not already done. Now, in that article, we first started off with the purple page. It says Stonex and Fizerve joined together. Fizerve's platform offers real-time payments through RTP network. Now, let me show you this. RTP network. That's also Ripple. So I'm showing you right now 3 Ripple customers. Ripple is everything with this article right here. Look at this article right here. It says Ripple partner FIS teams up with the clearinghouse, and the clearinghouse has the real-time payments. See where it says RTP network? That's real-time payment. So the clearinghouse is the largest. I'm not going to show the Wikipedia. This whole thing is fucking Ripple. I'm just letting you know right now. Ripple, the Stonex is using Fizerve, NatWest, Royal Bank of Canada, the clearinghouse, Fizerve. These are all Ripple partners. So Stonex does not need to sign up with Ripple. They can utilize these different banks, 5 different banks, because they're all using XRP and shit. More than likely what's going to happen is Stonex is going to get the software from these other banks and load it themselves. You don't have to go to Ripple for that. You can get, just like Visa, right? Buys Currency Cloud and Earthport, spends $1.5 million, and then Visa buys those companies that have Ripple software. Visa doesn't have to go to Ripple and say, hey, can you hook us up? Visa could just buy this company and that company. Bam, now they got XRP. Okay? So you won't always see a relationship with Ripple and the company because they don't need to. You can be like Visa and just buy the fucking software, right? So that's all. I just wanted to show you that. Okay. Let me check some comments here real quick. We'll go to the next articulo. Look at it. What are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? Oh, shit. Root. Oh, my God. It's back up at 133%. There you go. Is that a pump and dump? Wow. What a fucking dump. I bet whoever said that feels like they got the biggest fucking dick up their ass right now. They thought they were going out with on a date with a girl, and some guy with a big fat dick. Crypto Hulk pumps and dumps stuff. Wow, what a bunch of dumb cocks. It's up 132% since we talked about it. Still, all fucking day it's up. It doesn't dump dumb shit. See it dipped, it goes right back up because people know this shit is the shit. Okay? I'm not going to be talking about some dumb shit crypto. This motherfucker is hooked up with Ripple. This is the future of the whole fucking future verse right here. How is that a pump and a dump? What a fucking retard it says fucking stupid ass shit like that on my channel. Leaves comments like he's some dumb retarded bitch, right? Okay, let's move on. So hold on a second here. All right, now I want to move on. Like I already said 10 million times. Stripe. Now we're going to talk about Stellar. We've talked a lot about XR Pizzle, and that's for shizzle. Now we're going to talk about Stellar. Yeah. All right, Stellar is in on this too. Stripe calls out giant leap into stable coins and AI. Stripe is a payment system. It's been around. Let me take a looky here. Hold on. I want to show you a cool article. Not that one. Okay, if we go to Google AI and you type in, you go to Google AI, type in Stripe, and then you put a plus, a space, and then plus sign, plus Stellar, plus, and then 2 billion lumens. This pops up. In 2014, everybody, 10 years ago, 11 years ago, Stripe invested in Stellar, and they bought 2 billion lumens. Right now, everybody, Stripe owns 1 out of 25 lumens existing right now. That's pretty fucking good. I think it's clear to see that Stripe is super heavily invested into Stellar, okay? Now, if we look down below in Hacker News, you have Jack Dorsey, founder of Stripe and Twitter. Let me tell you something, okay? This whole thing with Twitter, they've been the chosen one to work with XRP and probably XLM, all right? Jack Dorsey, think about this. I showed you that article, Ripple Meet the Team. If you look on that, I showed you already, you have Twitter, Fizerve, and these other companies, right? Twitter was there from day one. It's not Elon who was the chosen one back then. Jack Dorsey started Twitter and Stripe. Twitter is owned by Elon Musk. The Twitter social platform was the original one chosen. That's why it's called X now. They just changed the name. Elon Musk comes in. Jack Dorsey and all these guys were the original from day one with crypto. Long time ago. Elon was actually the day oneer. But it was always Twitter. And Ripple was a partner of Twitter in about 2014. That's why Ripple Meet the Team, it says Twitter. If you watch that full video at the top, I'll show the whole thing. Twitter was originally designed to be the social media platform to release the crypto. Then Elon came in, kicked Jack Dorsey's Democratic ass out of there, and set up X. And X will be in X. Jack Dorsey made deals with Stellar and all kinds of shit. So it's this whole Twitter thing. That's the technology that we're waiting to use is Twitter. All right, Salvador Ramirez, thank you very much. Appreciate the tax-free Salvador Ramirez. All right. Let me go to that articulo. So let's go back to Stripe. I already showed you how Stripe already owns 1 out of 25 Stellars. So when you read this article, and after me telling you this stuff, it makes sense. What Stripe's trying to do is launch into stable coins. Well, guess what? Circle runs on Stellar. Let's look at the article right here. Look, all this shit is not coincidence. I don't know how they all planned it and shit, but I'm showing you all the connections right here. It's all connected. There's your article right there. What does it say? This is a circle.com page. Circle.com page. Experience the power of USDC on what? Stellar. There you go. Okay. Now, Jack Dorsey is hooked up with Stellar back in the day. So Stripe owns 1 out of 25 Stellars. So that means, but then Circle's running on the Stellar platform. So if Jack Dorsey wants a stable coin, he's probably going to start using Circle. Oh, shit. And maybe the Stellars end up being a store of value. I don't know. I'm just guessing right now. But it definitely is very, very interesting. In part of a larger product rollout by the financial service company Stripe, introducing what? Tools to make it easier to trade internationally. What if Stripe somehow starts working with Circle and utilizing Stellar? Hey, I don't know how all this stuff goes down, but it sure looks like to me all the puzzle pieces are coming together. Just like I showed you 2.5 years ago, I've been showing you how Ripple Labs meet the team. Twitter's right there. So you got, and who started Twitter? Jack Dorsey. Who started Stripe? Jack Dorsey. And you got Stellar all mixed up in this shit for the past 11 fucking years. Because Jack Dorsey took 1 out of 25 Stellar lumens. Very interesting, isn't it? Now, I don't have all the answers. I got more questions. That's how this shit always does. I've been telling you for 5 years. Just because I research this stuff and show all that, I don't know all the answers. I got more questions than answers. I still want to know why on that Ripple Labs meet the team, we have the national security, and I won't say agency there, the NASA Space Administration. What the fuck is that doing? Why is Ripple hiring a German defense minister in 2004? I don't have all these answers. Except the only thing that makes sense with all these cryptos, and that's why I'm not trying to wear an XRP hat and look like a fucking retard, is because the government is these cryptos. The five rich families controlling the fucking world. Maybe there's 10, I don't know, but 5 to 10, that's it. These 5 or 10 families running shit, tell the government what to do. All this shit's coordinated. I don't have all the answers, everybody. I bring up a lot of fucking questions, and the only thing that seems to make sense, the 5 top rich families are controlling the government, who are secretly planning to control us with crypto. Because when we got paper dollars, I can go to your house and buy all kinds of shit. Nobody will know. Why? Because we're transferring paper. How do you control the people? You control their money. Oh, shit, you're right, Crypto Hulk. We've also shown way too much stuff. Ripple Russia, Ripple China. You know this is all inside job government stuff. That's why I can't walk around and wear a Ripple baseball cap and look like a fucking dumbass. All this shit's planned out. Okay? Alrighty then. That'll be the end of that Stripe article. We're looking at Stripe getting into stable coins, utilizing Stellar and all this. Stripe's payment system. They want a stable coin. XLM's not a stable coin. I would bet it would be somehow become maybe a store of value of some sort. And the Circle USDC actually becomes a stable coin and backed by the dollar and gold and shit like that on Stellar. I don't know how it all works out, but it's something kind of like that, okay? Zoltar is the true fortune teller on my show, so I kind of have to leave him to guess all this stuff.
I see you over there.
Hey, keep down right now. I'm trying to teach here. So here's your Stellar Stripe integration. I'm just going to show you this here, so I got to go to the next article. Stripe and Stellar integration. There you have that. And, oh. Here's an article kind of showing even more what Stellar's up to. Let me show you this one. From stablecoins to AI banking, Circle co-founders next billion-dollar bet on agentic finance. This is interesting. They're going to use Circle is all mixed up in this with, oh my God, all these people. Let's look here. I'll try to make it small. This is the road. Sean Novell, co-founder of Circle. So this isn't Jeremy Allaire. You had two guys who made Circle, according to whatever. Jeremy Allaire and Sean Novell. They made something called USD Circle. He set out to travel with Catena Labs, Catena Labs, a Boston base. Now that's interesting, a Boston. That's where Massachusetts Institute of Technology is. That's where Gary Gensler came from. These fucking people know everybody, okay? They're all working together in some way. So they had a startup company, and Andreessen Horowitz jumped in on this. They're always in on all this stuff. They want to have the world's first artificial intelligence native financial institution. I want you to hear what's going on. Circle and the Stripe people and Andreessen Horowitz and probably Gary Gensler's friends and stuff, they're going to create an artificial intelligence financial system. Probably some kind of a bank that has no people working there. You just have techs to make sure that the computers run right and they do it all. If you work for a bank, I'd start getting really afraid right now, okay? The only actors that will be executing financial transactions directly will be AI actors. Are you hearing this? They're telling me right now, your job will soon be over in the banking industry. As far as investments, they will train AI bots to do investments, answer the phone, probably give you a back massage, while you're at the bank. I'm serious. They could have robots and trained to do that shit, all right? You'll apply for a loan, and the person on the phone will be an AI. I'll tell you, this is where it's all going right here. I don't think there'll be any jobs left for people. I sure hope you watch Crypto Hulk and you make the smartest investments with your crypto. If you're not in crypto, I want you to see what's going on right in front of your eyes. Right in front of your eyes, you will lose your fucking job in the bank. It'll be all taken over. And if you aren't invested in crypto, you're so fucked. Just letting you know. The banking system today is designed around a brick and mortar assumption, he said. If machines are transacting at machine speed, they need money that moves at machine speed, not the rails designed for human speed. They're letting you know right now, you're out of a job. Moving money still feels like carrying physical goods across the border. Oh, wow. And when AI actors are negotiating contracts, performing foreign exchange on the fly and paying for one another's content and microtransactions, we'll need near instant payment settlement. And that will not be with Ethereum or Bitcoin at extremely low fees, not Ethereum or Bitcoin. Wow. This is where Stellar is going, everybody, with Circle and Stripe and AI. And that's where that future verse comes from. You'll be going into the metaverse and the future verse and the AI and all this fucking shit. And that's where the root, the ROOT crypto, that's why I showed you that fucking crypto. It's a good crypto. I mean, if you want to wait for it to drop or whatever, I mean, even still now, $500 get you 70,000. Not 70,000 now. It's probably down there at 60,000. But see how all this is coming together? The old Stonex Bank, the old way of doing shit for the past 100 years, shit's over. They're hooking up with Fizerve and all the Ripple partners, NatWest and all this fucking shit. Here we got Circle hooking up with Stripe. Catena Labs coming up with AI and shit. So it's not just Ripple, it's Circle too, which is Stellar, okay? Very interesting. How are we doing as far as time? 10 minutes. One last article. Seals Q, there we go again. WeCan crypto, that's the crypto I was telling you all to get before anybody else was talking about it. My name is Crypto Hawk. I'm not a financial advisor. Before every show, I get super fucking high. I snort heroin, I inject heroin, snort cocaine. I have Zoltar right here.
I see you over there.
And that Zoltar gives me the financial advice when I tear off the crypto ticket. That's when I tell you to buy shit, okay? So let's get on with this article. I gave you a disclaimer. Seals Q is a real crypto. Somebody let us know how much does Seals Q cost right now? Right meow. Seals Q costs how much? How much is the stock Seals Q? I think it's on Robinhood or fucking Webull. $3.38. Okay, perfect. Now, we were talking about Seals Q when it was a stock at about $2, maybe less. Nobody else was really talking about Seals Q. It was just Crypto Hulk only. And then Seals Q is going to skyrocket by the end of the year. You'll see. I doubt it'll be less than $10, maybe 20. Seals Q is working on a couple different things, but let's focus today not on what Seals Q is trying to do is they're working with YSAT and Elon Musk, and they're working with Hedera, who's working with Ripple and Algorand and Solana, it looks like, right? You see how all this is coming together? Seals Q is trying to stop a global quantum attack and having information transfer. Seals Q is a real company. It's not a crypto, but you can buy it if you're in the United States. You don't need to be a accredited investor at all. You can get into this at $3.38. If you're a whale or somebody who's got some bucks and you want to invest in a crypto-related company, this one here is amazing. It's a Switzerland, United States company. So if you live in Switzerland or the United States, you can buy Seals Q. If you're somebody who wants access to crypto, but you don't want to buy the crypto because you don't believe in that, then get Seals Q. Now, Seals Q invests not only in HBAR, which is a crypto that I own, that I love. I want you to see what's going on. Seals Q bought crypto called WeCan. Like WECAN. They bought WeCan token to advance post-quantum digital identity. What Seals Q is trying to do is they hooked up with WeCan and HBAR to stop quantum computer attacks. They have government contracts. This is all legitimate, no rug pulls, nothing. Prices go up and down, sure. Just because a price goes down doesn't mean it's a rug pull, okay? Remember, it doesn't matter what the price is. You got to buy fundamentals. If you buy a crypto, it needs to be because it has fundamentals. Seals Q. Let me get it here. WeCan, okay, go to the 4th paragraph. WeCan and Solana have formed strategic partnership to revolutionize the way official records are secured and verified. So here you have a crypto called WeCan is working with Solana, and now it's working with Seals Q. Now, if we look up, let me look something up. Hold on. So these cryptos are working together right here to stop quantum attacks And it shows you how it's going to work in the banking and financial system. Streamlined KYC, compliance, money laundering, all these things. The financial world's built on that. Now, here's your article here if you're brand new. Seals Q is working with Hedera. So this brings in two cryptos, WeCan and Hedera. Those are both Seals Q partnerships right there. Here's the article here. Seals Q partnering with Hedera in the next generation of post-quantum semiconductors. So there's your evidence there. Next, you've got the relationship between Ripple, Hedera, and Algorand. So now we got three cryptos that potentially are working with, I'm almost positive, Seals Q. I strongly doubt Ripple's like, nah, we're not going to work with them. Yeah, you got Ripple, Algorand, HBAR, and WeCan and Solana all working with Seals Q. There you go. Thank you, Caroline. All righty, that will do it. Now, if you want, obviously, to get any of these cryptos, go to Caleb Brown with my link. If they don't have it, if they don't have it, I don't think Caleb Brown has the WeCan, but you can get Solana, XRP, HBAR, those right there. I'm going to wrap it up. I got one article for tomorrow. Two. Let me take another look. Hold on. Okay, the Root Network is still up 131%. Pretty fucking good. That's really good. That's amazing. People obviously are not pumping and dumping this thing. We don't stay at pretty much 130% all day unless it's a good program, you know? So with that, I'm going to wrap it up. Let me check. Okay, those are done. I got two articles lined up. I need to probably find three more for tomorrow's show. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Hulky, why did you just send me the voicemail? Oh my God, how disgusting. Oh, I got one last Vegas video. I'm going to send it right now. Okay, I'll tell you what. It's very hard to find good drinks in Las Vegas. I'm telling you what, these casinos, I don't care what they charge you. The only place to go is Smith and Wolonsky inside the Venetian. The old dude with the white hair, looks like he's like 70. That dude knows how to make the old fashioned. If you want a tropical drink, I hate to tell you, you have to go to Wolfgang Puck's in the Las Vegas airport. I forgot what wing it's in. Just look for it. It's like a Wolfgang Puck's Express. So they don't make a whole lot of stuff. Wolfgang Puck's Express, Las Vegas airport. They got this tequila mezcal fucking peach drink that was absolutely the best. It was $21. I want to say the best fruity drink in all of Las Vegas is at the fucking airport Wolfgang Puck's. That's fucking embarrassing for these casinos. That shit was so good. I was on my way home and I'm like, man, I want to have a drink at Wolfgang Puck. I'm telling you what, that shit was the best. I'll tell you what, probably it was like the best fucking drink of the whole trip was at the airport on the way home. All right. All right. I'm going to get going. And I got to work on tomorrow's show. And that's for show. So to everybody that made money today, great. You got a great crypto. If you didn't make money and you don't know if you should sell it, just don't sell it. Hold it. Because it's a good fucking crypto. There's no need to sell it. Let's say you came in and it's 80% up. Just hold that shit. It's still, you can still buy a fuck ton of it for $500. You can still probably buy 60,000 or 70,000 of them, somewhere in there. $500, and it's a Ripple partner on top of that. And it's designed to be the whole basis of the cryptoverse and shit in the future. Good fucking investment. That's what I say. All right. I'm going to go, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, 7 o'clock a.m. Pacific time on YouTube.